Let's take a look at the world. More specifically, this area. In the Pacific Ocean, about 2,500 kilometers south of Japan, we will take a look at the underwater worlds of 3 islands. The Philippine island of Cebu, the islands of Palau, and the island of Guam. These islands consist of sandy beaches, stunning waters, and wild terrain. But what we are here for is what you can find off the shores. Here, you can find diverse and strange creatures. Of all shapes, and sizes. And these islands are just a few of the many scattered around the Pacific. Let's start with a fan favorite. Sharks. White-tip and gray reef sharks are common to find in these waters. Sharks are essential to any reef, and many sharks are the sign of a healthy one. Sharks have been around for millions of years, hunting and eating the sick and weak fish of the reef. Some sharks can lie still, but most sharks must constantly swim in order for water to flow over their gills so they can breathe. But some sharks are stranger than others. In the waters of Malapascua, a small island north of Cebu, you can see a spectacular sight. Thresher sharks. Malapascua Island is one of the few places in the world where you can see these sharks. As sharks maintain the health of the reef, the fish of the reef thrive. This allows many fish to form schools. And some schools are larger than others. Right off the coast of Cebu, sardines school by the millions. Under the right conditions, these sardines gather near the shore in phenomenal numbers. Fish are not the only swimmers to gather in large schools. But you won't find this school in the ocean. Instead, you will find it in a lake. There are only 13 known jellyfish lakes in the world. And here in Palau, every day, millions of moon and golden jellyfish migrate from one side of the lake to the other, following the sun's rays. Back on the reef, there is another inhabitant working hard to maintain the reef's health. Sea turtles. And off the coast of Guam, sea turtles are easy to find. Here you can spot turtles like the green sea turtle, or the hawksbill, while sea turtles do breathe air, they can stay underwater for up to 7 hours at a time. Like sharks, turtles have been around for millions of years. But unfortunately today, all 7 species of sea turtle are considered endangered. It's been a long day of swimming. And night on the reef begins. It's time for this turtle to sleep. But the reef remains very much awake. Crustaceans and other night creatures come out in the dark to feed on the reef. As the night ends, the morning brings new opportunities. And in the waters of Palau, it brings with it the opportunity to swim with giants. Manta rays. Manta rays are one of the largest underwater animals. With a wingspan up to 7 meters and weighing up to 2 tons, these gentle giants swim around to the various cleaning stations that the reef provides. Closely related to sharks, manta rays must also keep moving in order to allow water over their gills. Each one has a unique pattern that makes them easily identifiable, almost like a manta ray fingerprint. As we have seen, the reef is home to a diversity of life. It is also home to many feature fish. Such as pufferfish. Well known for their ability to enlarge their bodies, pufferfish are also toxic if eaten, which can be useful as most pufferfish are quite small, like this saddleback toby, or this Papuan toby. And being small on the reef can sometimes mean getting pushed around. While some fish keep predators away with poison, others keep them away with venom. Lionfish are infamous for their venomous sting. There are 12 species of lionfish, all with venomous spikes in their fins. It's best we leave these two alone. What can a fish that's not toxic and has no sting do to survive? Simply find something that does sting and live in it. Anemone fish have adapted to live alongside their anemone while not being stung. The anemone provides protection for the fish, and the fish provides nutrients for the anemone. While some fish hide in anemones, others hide in plain sight. for our final view of these waters, we will need to look for what hides in the cracks and rocks of the reef. Octopus. An expert in camouflage, they are a rare sight on a dive. They can change their skin's color, shape, and even texture to mimic their surroundings. And when you do find an octopus, and it sees you, you have to wonder, what is the octopus thinking of you? Unfortunately, these extraordinary creatures and corals are in great danger. The effects of pollution, overfishing, and climate change are damaging the environment of all the Earth's oceans. The corals of these reefs are dying, and with them the creatures that call the reefs home. We need to change how we view and use our oceans now, before the damage becomes irreversible. And before we lose these fantastic creatures and their underwater world. The extraordinary creatures we have seen are just some of the thousands that call the waters off the islands of the Pacific home. These have been just small views into their complex lives. And these are just glimpses